Mike Pachelli here. For this lesson, I'll be talking about the Beatles recording of Mr. Moonlight that they did back in 1964. The song was written by guitarist Roy Lee Johnson, and to stand out from other groups, the lads were continually looking for obscure songs to play. They found Mr. Moonlight on the 1961 45 B-side of Dr. Feelgood by Dr. Feelgood and the Interns. And the Beatles played Mr. Moonlight live quite often. And about that, their road manager, Neil Aspinall, has said, "The Beatles covered the song in their live act for years before it appeared on record, adding it to their repertoire in mid-1962. Mr. Moonlight was great because there would be this moment of tension in the audience. The song would be announced and everybody knew John would have to start on that note, Mr. Moonlight. There was no chord to precede it. He had to get it right from nothing." August 14th, 1964, the Beatles are at EMI Studio 2. They're recording songs for their Beatles for Sale album. They do 4 takes of Mr. Moonlight, with take 4 being the best, playing and singing live, with the instrumentation consisting of John on his Rickenbacker 325, George playing his Gretsch Country Gentleman, Paul on bass, and Ringo on what Paul described as a horn-shaped sort of conga drum. But on October 18th, they're back at EMI, and they decide to work on the song some more. So they do 3 more takes of the song, again live. And during these takes, George Harrison is playing the solo of the song, but he's using kind of a weird vibrato, and they eventually decide not to use that. So then they do 1 more take, which would be like take 8, and that ends up being the best. They do overdubs, which is Paul overdubbing that really, really cheesy organ solo. And George Harrison did some big tom-tom hits on a few places. But on October 27th, when the song was mixed, they took John's intro from take 4 previously, and they spliced it onto take 8, and that's what we hear on the record. Mr. Moonlight was released on the Beatles for Sale album in the UK on December 4th, 1964, and in the United States on an album called Beatles 65 on December 15th, 1964. So that's the backstory. Let's get started. George is playing his Gretsch Country Gentleman on Mr. Moonlight. This is a country classic, and I'm going through a 1964 Vox AC30. Part's pretty simple. Let me just show you the chords, basically, you'll need. You'll need an F sharp. You're going to need a B. And he suspends that B twice. You'll need a D sharp minor. You'll need a D sharp 7. He makes one mistake and plays a G sharp minor. And you'll need a G sharp and a C sharp 7. And I believe those are all the chords. Now the part is just basically, the main part is taking a chord and suspending it. So you play like the root of F sharp, then the third, then an octave and the third, and suspend it. Just hammering that on. Like that. And that's what happens on the intro and pretty much the verse. So let me go through it. So the intro is 2 measures, and it's just. And then they start singing. So on the verse, you play that again, you go. Then a little walk up. And you can do the same thing on a B. Back down to F sharp. Then you play the D sharp minor. And he gets these 2 little notes at the end of it. He goes. Then he plays softly. Then down to a B, and this is where you're going to suspend it. Back to the F sharp. Walk up. Now he plays a little more lively on this B. He plays just an extra 2 eighth notes. He goes. Back down to the low parts of an F sharp. And walking into that D sharp 7. Now right here he makes a mistake. For 2 beats he plays G sharp minor. He goes and realizes that's the wrong chord, and he gets to G sharp. So right there it goes. Mr. Moonlight. Like that. So I'll play you that intro and that first verse in time, so you can see how it goes a little better. 2, 3, 4. Like that. Thank you, Ringo. Then on the chorus, you just stay on that F sharp. It's not really a chorus, actually. These verses are all like 24 measures long. I'm calling this part a chorus because they finally sing what sounds like a chorus, but it's really half of the verse, and he just stays on the F sharp. Into the B. This time he doesn't make a mistake and just plays the regular G sharp. Mr. Moonlight. Now, only slight difference on the organ solo, and there's not many differences in the rest of the song, but on the organ solo, on the first 2 measures, he gets an extra note. He goes, and then he gives that up and just goes back to the straight. Charts and tabs will make it clearer than I can say it or play it, and I wrote out every little bit of what he did throughout the whole song, but that's the basic part you need to play Mr. Moonlight, just like George Harrison. John is playing his Rickenbacker 325 on Mr. Moonlight. Got mine going through that same AC30. Simple song, simple strumming. You'll need these chords, an F sharp. You'll need this beat. Hard to grab if you have normal size hands. John's hands were obviously very small. If you can't get it there, you can get the B here, which to me sounds better and it's easier to play. You'll need a D sharp minor. You'll also need a D sharp 7, a G sharp, and a C sharp 7. Now on the 2-bar intro, he does a little strum through thing. It's 8th notes, but he goes. Then he continues that for the first 4 bars of the verse. So the first 4 bars of a verse is. Then to the B, he gives up on that and just plays straight 8th notes. Straight 8ths on the F sharp. D sharp minor straight. That's the only place he plays. Well, one other place. First time he does a little dotted 8th note thing. So on that 4th measure of the D sharp minor, he goes. And he's just playing the inside 4 strings. So that horrible little B again. F sharp. Do, do, do. that B again, F sharp, D sharp 7, G sharp, C sharp 7, and F sharp. Like that. I'll play it in tempo for you. Intro and then the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do. Do, do, do. Thank you, Ringo. And that's pretty much it, really. I mean, just, the chords change differently, of course, on that, what I call chorus, where they're actually singing Mr. Moonlight, just stay on the F sharp, Let's play a B up here. Now he's going to do one of those little dotted eighth note things on this part, just the very first time. And that's pretty much all the parts. Again, charts and tabs will show you exactly when he does what, but those are all the parts you really need to play the rhythm part, just like John Lennon. So I have put it together in a sound alike so you can see much clearer how both guitar parts fit together, so do have a look at this. Mr. Moonlight, you came to me one summer night, and from your beam you made my dream, and from the world you sent my girl. We love you, Mr. Moonlight. On the night you don't come my way, oh, I pray and pray more each day. We love you, Mr. Moonlight. Mr. Moonlight, come again, please. Here I am on my knees, begging if you please. On the night you don't come my way, oh, I pray and pray more each day. We love you, Mr. Moonlight. Well, now you've seen a much clearer demonstration on how both those guitar parts fit together. I suggest you download the charts and tabs at MikePachelli.com, learn both parts, play along with my sound alike, and you'll get it just like the Beatles. And I really, really appreciate your consideration in supporting my work that way. And if you haven't, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that helps the algorithm suggest my work to more folks who may enjoy it. So have fun playing this great old song, and until next time, I'm Mike Pachelli. Thanks for hanging out with me.